prime numbers. Prime numbers are numbers with exactly two factors, no more, no less. We're going to look at this list of numbers and see which ones are prime. To do that, I'm going to use a factor rainbow. So, factors of 12. I get 1 times 12 is 12. 2 times 6 is 12. 3 times 4 is 12. There's no numbers between 3 and 4, so no, my factor rainbow is done. Now, our definition said exactly two factors, no more, no less. I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 factors. That's definitely not 2. So I know 12 is not prime. Let's try 3. Again, factor rainbow. 1 times 3. Does 2 go into 3? No. My factor rainbow is done. I have exactly two factors, so I know 3 is prime. Let's try 5. 1 times 5 is 5. Does 2 go into 5? No. Does 3 go into 5? No. Does 4 go into 5? No. So my factor rainbow is done. I have exactly two factors. I know it's prime. Let's try 8. 1 times 8 is 8. 2 times 4 is 8. Does 3 get 8? No, 3 does not go in 8. So I know my factor rainbow is done. I've got 4 factors. That's not 2, so I know that's not prime. How about 7? 1 times 7. Does 2 go into 7? No. Does 3 go into 7? No. Does 4 go into 7? No. Does 5 go into 7? No. Does 6 go into 7? No. Factor rainbow's done. I've got exactly two factors, no more, no less, so I know it's also prime. Let's try 1. Sometimes people get confused on 1. 1 times 1. My factor rainbow's done. I have only one factor. Is that exactly two factors, no more, no less? No, it's not. So I know 1 is not prime. Well, what about the other numbers? All these ones that I crossed off, what do we call them? Well, some of them we call composite. Let's identify the composite numbers. Composite numbers are numbers with more than two factors. I already wrote which ones were prime from our list. 12 had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 factors. Is that more than two factors? Yes. So we'd say 12 is composite. 8 had 4 factors. Is that more than 2? Yes. So 8 would also be composite. Let's look at 1 again. This is kind of an exception, the only number like this. It had 1 factor. Is that more than 2? No. So 1 is unique because it's neither prime nor composite. Now looking at our list of composite numbers, we've got 8 and 12. Some kids mistakenly think all even numbers are prime. Are composite. Let's see. Is it possible to have an odd composite number? Let's try 15. 1 times 15. Does 2 go into 15? No. Does 3? Yeah, 5 times. Does 4? No. How many factors did I get now that my factor rainbow is done? 4 factors. So is it composite? Yes. So we get a lot of even numbers, yes, and some odd numbers that can be composite. The number 2 is even. Let's see if it's prime or composite. 1 times 2. My factor rainbow's done. Exactly 2 factors. That's not composite. Instead, we call this prime. 2 is the only even prime number. The only even prime number.